What is up, my loves? It's your girl, Allie G, the weird, crazy, wild child. You already know. So I know I'm in a different background. I'm actually in my car about to go into work. That is how you know this video was not planned whatsoever. But if you've seen what to expect on my channel part 2, I did say I was going to be raw. And, you know, it's just sometimes those drives that get you thinking. And, well, it's Father's Day. It all started with the idea of just making a short 1-minute Snapchat video shouting out my hard-working ass dad for Father's Day, and subject about fathers. That, with all honesty, has got to be one of the most sensitive subjects I can ever and will ever speak about, because it means so much to me. And I was thinking about what my cousin talked about the last time I visit her, when her husband told me to be curious about my biological dad. And that's where the idea is coming from, and it's honestly going to be such a touching subject for me. That's one of the subjects I least like to talk about, because it's too much for me, at least. But I'm getting to know myself a little more every day. Oh, look, there goes my coworker. And I'm understanding so far, trying to accept the fact that I was put in this earth to go through stuff and transform from it, and share my experiences. Damn, I can't even talk right now. That's my purpose here on this earth, or at least one of them. So that's what this video is gonna be about. Okay, it's very emotional. If you can't handle emotion, you might want to skip this one, okay? But still like this, okay? Subscribe, okay? I'm just kidding. But you know, help you grow out. But anyways, it is gonna be quite touchy, and I don't want to break down. Not yet, at least, because I know I am. I already know I am. That's just about to happen. But yeah, so, oh, and it may be far, by the time I upload this video, it's probably gonna be way, past Father's Day. But, I mean, happy Father's Day anyway, to all you daddies, and, much love. I try to find humor every time I feel like I'm gonna cry. Anyways, so I shall see you guys in a bit. I shall see you guys after work. Bye for now. So we're back in my car because turns out, well, it is Father's Day, and our boss let us out early, but I'm about to go into my other job, and I still have some time to spare, so I thought I'd take this time to share with you guys a little backstory, so that when I start talking about it, you guys know a little background. My dad, which you guys would see as my stepdad, raised me since I was 4 months old. So to me, he's my dad. But he's actually my younger sibling's father. My biological dad, never met him. He, I guess, sent some pictures when I was a child that I don't even remember. But yeah, that's about all I know, or what he looks like through pictures. I believe the first time my mom took me to the first time my mom told me that he was going to take me to see my biological dad. Ooh, it's getting hot. I think I was 12 or 13. Nos fue a llevar a conocer su rancho. So we went. I might have been a little excited. I mean, I was a little girl. I was young. And I don't know, like, I don't think I was, like, over the top excited, but I mean, I guess I was like, you know, wow, the first time I'll get to meet my biological dad. I mean, I guess. Turns out he didn't live in Mexico. He lived in California. I don't know what cities. I don't know. I think I looked it up once. It was like 7 hours from Los Angeles, but somewhere in California. Anyway, so I didn't get to meet him, but I did meet my uncles, my aunts from his side, and that was that. I never really ever met him, ever. After meeting the family, I think is when he found me through Facebook, and yeah, so I guess we became friends, and he's just said hi. That's pretty much how has it been. It's never really, hey, when can I meet you, or, you know, it's never touched the subject. I never asked either. I guess, like, my adult mentality was never curious, so that was that. So I was raised by my younger siblings' biological dad, who I consider to be my father, because, you know, I was 4 months old, you know, a baby, and I grew up with him, and that's the backstory of that. Blessed that I grew up with a father figure, and this is such an emotional subject. I'm so sorry. There's a song called Piece by Piece by Kelly Clarkson, I think. And I wanted to talk about that song in particular because when I first heard it, it was a couple of years ago, and it did get to me. And we're gonna go lyric by lyric. So this is just the first part, obviously, because I'm the chorus and all that stuff. But so this really got to me in my own way, I guess, because I didn't experience exactly what she did, but the fact that it had to do with a father is just, yeah, it was very emotional when I first heard it. And I actually heard it before I started recording this video, and that is why I was like, I don't know if you guys can see my tears. If you can't, good. I was trying to hold them back, but yeah. So it starts off by saying, and all I remember is your back, walking towards the airport, leaving us all in your past. I traveled 1,500 miles to see you. I begged you to want me, but you didn't want to. Now, I know where she's coming from. I feel her pain, but I mean, I can't really relate too much on that, just because I was 4 months. I really can't recall ever. I don't even know. If it wasn't for the picture that he sent me through mail, I wouldn't know what he looks like. But anyways, so the following is where it kind of hits. But piece by piece, he, my dad, collected me up off the ground where you abandoned things. Piece by piece, he filled the holes that you burned in me at 6 years old. It's just a memory. I was only 4 months. He never walks away. Oh my God. He never asks for money. He takes care of me because he loves me. Piece by piece. He restores my faith that a man can be kind and a father could stay. So, it wasn't until my cousin's husband brought up the subject about why haven't I been curious. But that's my first impression. Like, what? I don't hate him. I don't know what his reasons were, and I've never been curious. I guess that's why we're gonna see how this goes. But that's my first impression, you know, like, in the back of my head, I'm just like, if you really, really cared for me, you would want to know about me. I don't know, not just through Facebook, but literally bring up the subject. You know, what do you think about meeting me? You know, he doesn't talk about that, so I don't know, I don't want to seem careless, but to me it looks like he abandoned me, and he hasn't had the intentions to come look for me, you know what I mean? And I guess I wasn't curious because I was just too I was or am wrapped around the idea that, I mean, I have a father, you know what I mean? I have a father that stayed with me. He's still with me until today. He asks how I'm doing. Maybe not as constant as not an everyday thing, but he's lend me a hand, I guess, and I don't know, I love my dad so much. I love him. And I don't know, something about me kind of like made me feel like, why would I need to go look for my biological dad? I mean, wouldn't that kind of be kind of me a little, as if I was missing a father to give me the motives? Like, that's how I was looking at it. But again, when we touched the subject with my cousin's husband, and the fact that it's Father's Day, I still tell him happy birthday. I'm still gonna, you know, reach out to him and say happy Father's Day. But I guess I'm gonna see how it goes and just see out of curiosity, I guess, see what he says or what comes out from him. And I know this is maybe something that not many of you would consider doing it over text message or messages in general, but I mean, to me, it's a curiosity, not too serious. So I mean, I don't know if the day will come where I'll meet him in person, but at least want to know why, and see where it goes from there. I mean, I don't hate him. It's just, he never asked me. I don't know. My mom once talked to me that, you know, he was contacting her about me, and something about he was afraid that I wouldn't want to know about him, or I hated him. And I don't know, like, that's not an enough excuse. Like, why can't you just ask me? Like, you know? But anyways, that is what we're gonna do. And on top of that, if I were to call him, I would want to get the reaction, the response, or whatever, so I can put it in here and share with you guys my experience ever telling my biological father what's up, what's going on, because I wouldn't be able to record that. The only way I can is if I do it through message, because I can record the messages and the response, and you guys can see it. I can put it in a video clip with an app, a different app that I use, and we're just gonna see how this goes, what it is. I mean, finally, I don't even know, but I guess I thought maybe I can know why. Alrighty guys, I know you guys are looking at the time right there up in the left, and it's kind of late, but I kind of got caught up with a different video. But okay, well, here we go. Let's see what he has to say. Alright, so that was not the point. I know you're still alive. What I'm trying to say is, where's the questions? Where's the intent? Jeez. Todavía no te mueres, ya sé. Sino que nunca me ha preguntado. That's pretty much what I'm trying to understand right now in this present. This is what I mean by when he probably thought that having me as a friend on Facebook was enough. And this is where that piece by piece song comes in, because as I was mentioning the lyrics to you guys earlier, I know my dad loves me in his own way. He's there, he's been there, he raised me, he took me in as his own. And yet, this one over here kind of giving me the impression that he's still putting his lady in before. So we're pretty much done talking. He pretty much was saying that his lady was a really, really jealous type back then, and that she still is, and he just simply never dared to ask me. I did miss some information earlier. So when my mom took me to go meet him in person because she thought he lived in Mexico, I remember when I knocked on the door and this man came out that looked just like him. He looked just like him, and I don't know, like maybe excitement, fear. I was like literally scared that he was like right in front of my face. But turned out that it was his brother. They looked alike. And as I mentioned before, he didn't live in Mexico. Later is when I found out that he had a little girl. I was a kid. Of course I was gonna be jealous. I didn't even know her, and I hated her or the idea, because I thought my undeveloped brain my childish brain was like, oh, okay, well now he has a little girl. Con razón, no me quiere conocer, you know what I mean? Like, that kind of hurt a little, because even though, yes, I did grow up with a dad figure, and I love my dad so much. I love him to death. I can't express how much I love my dad. But knowing that you have a biological dad, it's kind of like, I mean, I guess after the fact, I just grew up and I just wasn't curious. But I think I must have been curious then, when I was little, and just that completely like made me feel resentment to an extent, or for so long, because I mean I grew up and I was just like like it's not that I felt resentment anymore, I didn't feel resentment anymore when I grew older. It's just and pretty much what he was telling me right now, that you know, he knew that I had grown with a father figure, by saying that, you know, he was just extra now, or like assuming that I didn't want to know about him. Well, that's how it went. Honestly, it feels so draining. I feel so drained right now. I just want to go to sleep, on top of the fact that it's already like midnight. But this also made me kind of realize, I guess, that I was putting it off confronting, because I didn't want to think about the affirmation of abandonment, because that's just how I felt when I was little. And the fact that he had another little girl, I was just, you know, I guess my cousin and her husband were somewhat right. Like, I just didn't want to acknowledge that or bring that out, because I don't know, maybe must have been just a little bit of resentment from when I was a child. And even though I didn't feel that now, like my inner child self, stayed with that. And just confronting or asking was never really a serious option for me, because I just why do I need to, I already have my dad, and that's honestly all I need. If he would have wanted to be a part of my life, then he would have made the intentions. That was my thought, honestly, right now, after talking to him and letting him speak or say something, because I just that's only fair. I don't even know how to feel anymore. I'm glad that I let him talk, or I asked these questions, but I just don't want to feel I don't know, a little part of me feels like I'm cheating on my dad. Maybe that's also why I put it off for so long, because yeah, I know he's my biological dad, but I have my dad and I love him so much. I grew up with him, which in fact he also said, oh, because I know I wasn't there, and there's no feelings for me. But how am I supposed to develop feelings for someone that I don't know? You know what I mean? So I guess now that I'm an adult, I've never been opposed actually to the thought of what if he asks me to meet me. I've never been opposed to that. I've been open-minded to it, but he just never asked. And clearly he said that he just never dared himself to ask me that. And he kept on saying that it was because of his jealous ass wife, and also because he just feared that I might hate him, or I might not want to. I guess, I mean, I don't know. That's just how he felt. I can't really say anything about that. That's just how he felt. But moving forward, he did ask me if it was too late now, and I honestly don't think it's never too late if you have good intentions. And responding to what he was saying, que no sentía nada por él, well, ¿cómo quiere que sienta algo por alguien que no está haciendo las intenciones de conocerme? No las estoy sintiendo. So, ¿qué más puedo sentir más que ser curiosa o tener la curiosidad? So, resultó en preguntarme, and moving forward, I guess, en algún futuro nos iremos a conocer en persona. Ya dijo que un día no muy lejano vendrá a Vegas a conocerme. I don't know, go to a Chinese buffet. And I just honestly don't know how to feel. I'm open-minded to it. Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like I hate him. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. I've never. I just grew up with my dad. Just having one dad and just being with him, going out places, I guess, as a father-daughter, as a family, and having one. I don't know how to feel about having two dads in the picture. I don't know how to react to that. I don't know. At this point, if you guys are experiencing anything like this, or if you have had an experience like this, how did it turn out for you? What did you feel about it? How did you go about having two dads now? Like, I don't even know if that's gonna happen, but if it does, then what? Like, I don't want to feel like I'm making my dad feel any less, or that I don't love him anymore, you know what I mean? Like, and I don't want him to feel that, because I love my dad. I love him so, so much. Y no sé cómo compartir el amor de dos padres, you know what I mean? Like, creo. I guess another fear of mine was that if it did happen, how would my dad feel? And obviously these are just thoughts, you know. I don't know how I'm even gonna ever talk to him about it, but my dad's not really the type to share his feelings, and I guess the thought of him feeling that I love him less makes me sad, I guess, because I really love my dad, and I'm really grateful that he took me in as his own. And I guess it's just fear. Fear that I don't know how he's gonna react, what he's gonna think. He's not really much of a feelings type of person, and he's also the one that if something's really bothering him, he's just like, no, just go for it, you know, just, it's okay, like when really inside he's feeling some type of way. Like, I wouldn't want that, but gotta face your fears one way or another, sooner or later, I might say. I don't know, do I even consider him a dad? Should I, like, see him as a friend and build this relationship wherever it goes? I don't know. Comment down below if you guys have any recommendations, any suggestions. I don't know, like, honestly, I'm like I said, I'm not opposed to it, but I don't know. I gotta go to sleep. I'm gonna go to sleep. It's late, and it's been such a long day. The whole idea of it since this morning when I had the thought about it, it's just been so draining, because like I mentioned, this is a subject I don't like to talk about. I've never even spoke about. On social media, of course. Because I did speak about it with my cousin and her husband. But I don't know. I don't know how to feel, I guess. Whatever happens, happens. Things happen for a reason. Just take it all in. I know this video must have been so long, and I thank you guys. I appreciate you guys for sticking through, watching all of this. Again, if you guys are going through this, well, you know, we're on the same boat. Cool, I feel you. Let's get through this together. Let's figure this out. If you have already been through this, please comment down below. I would love to hear from a wise one. And yeah, I don't know if you should even like this, but I don't know, but for sure subscribe if you haven't already. Become part of the weird, crazy, wild journey with me. Very, very crazy, as I mentioned in this video. Like, my calling has apparently been to go through things, transform from them, and share my experiences to all of you guys, in case you guys are going through the same thing. And make sure to get the good, not the bad, okay? But yeah, I will see you guys on my next video. Thank you so much for watching this super long and emotional video. I'm sorry that it had to be emotional, okay? I'm all about happy vibes, peace and love, and happy vibes. And this is more personal, I guess, and emotional vibes. I warned you in the beginning, so if you stayed watching, you were warned, so not my fault. But anyways, have a wonderful rest of the day, you guys. If whatever day I upload this, and whatever time you guys watch this, it's currently midnight now, right now, so I gotta go to bed. But thank you so much for watching, for supporting your girl, Ali G. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I'm so tired. Peace.